Good morning, children. Welcome back to another session of English. So, today, children, we are going to do one important topic which is from your writing skills, and the topic is message writing. So, come on, children, quickly grab your pen and a notebook and make sure that you are going to sit and observe and listen to the video, and you're going to note down all the important points which your teacher is going to discuss in this video. So, yes, children, before we could start the session, it's very important to understand what you mean by a message. As we know, children, a message is an informal means of communication. Yes, I repeat, it is an informal means of communication. The receiver of the message has to go through the content to gain information. That means we are going to receive a message from the one who is going to give the message to us, from the receiver. So yes, children, now let us understand further few more points about how to write a message. Now, children, when is a message written? As we know, when you have to convey a piece of information to someone, I repeat, when you want to convey a piece of information to someone, that means a short message to someone, but are unable to do that orally, that means you cannot give the message orally, and that is the reason you have to convey this message in a written form. So now, children, let us quickly check few points how to draft a message. Following are some key points to be remembered while drafting a message. Children, make sure that you note down all these points in your book. Now, a message must be very brief and precise. Now, as we know, it should be very brief and precise. That means it should be for the short duration and accurate message. Okay, that means point to point information we are going to give in the message. Now, the next one, stick to the word limit, 50 words only. Okay. That means your message shouldn't be too long, children. Yes. Okay, it should be 50 words or less than 50 words. It shouldn't exceed more than 50 words. Next, the salutation may be informal, the way you address the receiver. For example, grandpa or Mohit, okay. It could be your mom also, it could be your papa, okay. So you have to write the information and give the salutation as per the person to whom you're going to give the message. Next one, do not add any extra information. Okay, the message should be very short and to the point. Make sure, children, that you are not going to add your own information and you are not going to say something about some extra thing about that particular message. It should be very point to point. Okay, give the information, give the message, that's it, and you are done. Now, very important, children, plan before you pen. That means before you write the message, plan in your mind what message you want to give. Just make a list of all the important points on a rough sheet. Okay. Next, put down all the relevant details such as the following. What are the details? Let us quickly check, children. Name of the person who gave the message. Yes, very important. Next, date and time of receiving the message. Very, very important. Next, content of the message including follow-up action as required. Yes, so what is the action plan? Is there any follow-up given by the person? You need to check that as well. Next. Now, children, make sure that you double check for grammatical accuracy and spellings. That means make sure that when you're drafting a message, there is no, grammatical error and there is no spelling mistakes. Okay, next one. Do not use long sentences in the body of the message. Yes, children, make sure you're going to draft messages in short sentences only. Next, indirect or reporter speech must be used. Yes, the reason is you are conveying your message which is given by some other person, and that is the reason you're going to use indirect or the reported speech only. Next, end the message with only the name of the person writing the message. Yes, it is very important. That means if you're drafting the message, you should end the message by giving your name. Next, children, Very important, enclose the message within a box. Yes. Now, this is one of the important message that you have to convey your message, which is enclosed within a box. Okay. So these are all the important points, children. Let us quickly check what will be the format of message writing. Now children, as you have already watched my previous video which was based on the message writing, let us quickly revise just what is the heading and all of the other things. Now message writing begins by writing the word message in bold and capital. Yes children, you have to mention this in a very bold and capitals. Okay, it is written in the middle of the line, and this is done in order to catch the attention of the person for whom the message is drafted. Now, next one, date and time. Now, the date is written on the left hand side of the page. Yes, it is written on the left hand side of the page. It is written in expanded form. Yes, children. Now, what is an expanded form, which was already explained in the video, but don't worry, we will do that again. Next one, time. Time can be written both on the left side of the messages. Okay. Now let us quickly check the format. Salutation. Before writing the main content of the body, it is important to address the reader. It helps in avoiding ambiguity and appears to be very polite. So yes, your salutation is really important, children, over here. Next, body. It is the main content of the message wherein you provide all the information that needs to be conveyed to the person you are unable to contact. Okay, so the main body of the message should convey all the relevant information which you want to give to the person whom you are going to give the message. Now children, sender. Once you are done with the body of the message, mention your name or the one given in this question. That means if your teacher is giving you a question in which the name of the sender is already given, then you can write the sender's name. Or else if you are drafting this message for your mom or your dad or your sister or any other uncle, auntie, you can write your own name in the end of the message. This helps the reader to identify the sender of the message. That means the receiver will come to know who has written this particular message. Now children, let us quickly check the format of the message. As we have already discussed, we are going to write message in a very bold and capital letter in the middle of the page, right? Now towards the left hand side, let us mention the date which is in the expanded form, that is 15th of October 2020. Now as you know children, today's date is 28th of January 2021. So of course how you are going to mention is 28. Then you have to write January, that's J as a capital. Okay, that's January, and 2021. Okay, yes. Now this is called as the expanded form of date. Now the next is time. Okay, towards the left hand side below the date, we have to mention the time, which is 10 a.m. Salutation, of course, if you're writing this to your mom, dad, you have to, write the salutation something like dear mother or dear father, or maybe your friend's name like Mohit or Rahul. It depends on how good your relation with the person is. Next, then it comes the body. Body means the content of the message. Okay, so it should be very short. As we discussed, it should be very brief and precise. Now in the writer's name, to the left hand side down, you have to mention your name. So this is the complete format of the message writing, children. Let us check few examples and we will go ahead further with few exercise as well. Now children, let us check one example. Read the following telephone conversation between Pranav and Mr. Singh. So now children, this is a conversation which is on telephone between Pranav and Mr. Singh. Now Pranav says, hello. Mr. Singh says, hello, may I speak with Miss Mehra please? I am Naresh Singh from the office. Pranav says, Mom isn't at home right now. Now, Mr. Singh says, in that case, can you give her a message? It is urgent. Please tell her that the meeting fixed for tomorrow has been rescheduled. Ask her to check her mail as soon as possible for the details. Please don't forget to inform her. Pranav says, don't worry, I will tell her as soon as she returns. Now, children, in case if you are really ready, you can just quickly draft a message in your notebook immediately, okay? And we will check what can be the message written by Pranav to his mother. So, yes, children, let's see. As Pranav is going for a football match, he needs to write the message to his mother. So write the message on his behalf with every details. Your message should not exceed more than 50 words. Alright, so are you all ready? Come on, quickly let us start. Okay, so now the first one is the box. Okay, once you draft the box, you can write in the middle of the page message in a very bold and capital letter. Now you can mention the date as today's date is 28th of January 2021. Over here we have mentioned an old date which is 15th of October 2020. Now below the date, what is the next, children? Your timing. If you are drafting the message right now, make sure that you write the correct time over here. Now as we know, Pranav is writing this message to his mom. So he gave a salutation which says, Dear Mom. Now see what kind of message. It's a very short, okay, and precise message he has mentioned. The message is Mr. Naresh Singh from the office called up to say that the meeting fixed for tomorrow has been rescheduled. He wants you to check your mail as soon as possible for the details. He said that it was urgent. So now children, you can just see how Pranav gave a very short message to his mother. Okay, the important point over here he mentioned is that is the meeting is rescheduled. You can check your mails and this message is really urgent. So now children, this message is written by Pranav to his mother. So in the end, yes, he is supposed to write his name and thus he has done it. So yes, this is the complete format of message writing and I am very sure that it was very easy for you all. Those who have done it, please you can recheck with your answers. Okay. Now children, I'm going to give you one assignment. Make sure that you can draft this message immediately right now after this video is done, or else you can do this later. But make sure children, practice makes the man perfect, as we already discussed in our live sessions as well. If you do not practice, it will be very difficult for you to understand what is the format all about. Alright, so be ready for your assignment now. So yes children, now it's the assignment. Let us quickly check what the assignment is all about. Okay. Now children, read the following conversation carefully. Okay. Now this is a conversation between Rosie and Rihanna. Now Rosie says, hello, is it 90350222665? Rihanna says, yes please. Who is it there? Rosie says, I'm Rosie, a friend of Roma. Where is she? Rihanna says, oh sorry. Actually she has forgotten her mobile here. She has gone to the market. Can I help you please? Rosie says, oh sure. In fact, I wanted to convey her that today's music classes shall be suspended. Now, children, make sure that you mention this point somewhere, which is very important. I repeat this question again. Rosie says that I wanted to convey her that today's music classes shall be suspended because the reason she is mentioning, because the teacher is not well. Instead, it will be held on Sunday. So, she should remember it. Could you please pass this message to her? Rihanna says, oh, sure, thank you. Rosie says, thank you too. So, yes, children, see very simple conversation between Rosie and Rihanna. And now, yes, as you know, children, Rihanna is supposed to draft a message for Roma, right? So, yes, children, make sure that you draft a wonderful message which has to be really brief and precise, and you should be ready with this particular assignment. So, yes, children, I'm very sure you enjoyed today's session, which was a short revision on your writing skill, and the topic was message writing. And now we all know how to draft a message, and this was really, really interesting topic. So, children at home also, you can practice if your father is giving any message to you, or maybe your mom is giving any message to you, or your friends or your relatives. Quickly, you can just take a pen and a book, draft the message, and see whether you are really able to draft the message. Okay, so now, children, as you know, you need to practice a lot. Okay, so make sure till we meet you again for the next session. Take care, children. Bye bye.